2 hours. Gone. Again. And if we're being honest, you didn't lose them. You traded them. For algorithms that know your attention better than you do. For flickers of entertainment, fast, forgettable, and strangely hard to stop. And the vague sense that you should be doing something else. But hey, you deserved it, right? A little escape. A little digital massage for the brain. Just one problem. It didn't calm you down. It stalled you. We say we don't have time, but our screen time report says otherwise, and it doesn't even judge. It whispers, 12 hours, buddy. You sure you want to look? You didn't intend to spend your night watching people renovate vans you'll never live in, or leveling up on a game character while your real-life stats remain low. But the scrolling is built for that. Fast, loud, rewarding, but never quite enough. So you stay. Just a little longer until later becomes tomorrow. But what if there was another pill? Not the one your favorite podcaster sells. Not the one that promises abs, focus, enlightenment, and chips in 2 to 4 business days. I mean this pill. Quiet, simple, not shiny, not fast. In a world built on speed and dopamine, it might seem boring at first. But it works, if you let it. It's called consistency, or, if you want the generic label, doing the boring stuff that actually matters. 2 hours a day. No audience, no likes, just you, building something that doesn't yet exist. What if you finally swallowed that pill? What if, instead of scrolling into oblivion, you stood up, closed the app, opened a notebook, or launched the thing you've been daydreaming about since season 3 of that one show you still haven't finished? Because here's the math nobody tells you. 2 hours a day? Well, that's 14 hours a week, 60 in a month, 720 in a year, 7,200 in a decade. Enough time to get truly great at almost anything. To build mastery, to reshape not just your path, but who you are becoming. But it won't feel like progress at first, no, because there's no applause on day 17. No fireworks when you skip Call of Duty to learn a new skill. No viral clip of you choosing deep work over deep-fried memes. Just quiet. And maybe a few people who think you've gotten boring. That you've wasted your best years, not chasing clout, but consistency. Until some time passes, and you're somewhere completely different. While they're still in the same loop, scrolling, wishing, wondering how you did it. There's a story I once heard about a man who worked as a cook. He woke up before dawn, drove delivery trucks, cleaned fryers, and in between shifts, he wrote jokes, scribbled lines on the backs of receipts, practiced his timing to the hum of the kitchen fan. He could have stayed late to watch the game. He could have wasted his evenings arguing with strangers on a message board, but instead, he wrote. He was nearly 30 when he got his first break, a decade of quiet grind, bombing at open mics, getting rejected from TV auditions, wondering if anyone would ever care. His name, Kevin Hart. Today, one of the highest paid entertainers on earth. Back then, just a guy with 2 free hours a day and no time for distractions, dressed as entertainment. A different city, a quieter struggle, a janitor, working night shifts in a hospital, too tired to dream, too stubborn to stop. On his breaks, he'd hide in a storage closet, not to scroll, but to sketch. Faces, characters, voices. Scrap paper turned into scenes. Scenes turned into skits. Skits turned into silence. Until someone finally wrote back. That janitor's name? Jim Carrey. Before the millions, before the masks, before anyone laughed. And then there was the guy with $7 in his pocket. No plan B, no spotlight, just crushed football dreams and a growing stack of rejections. Back then, there was no GoFundMe, and even if there had been, he wouldn't have used it. It's not his style. No self-pity, no viral post, just training, in silence, failing, starting again. 2 hours, then 2 more. No applause, no sponsors, just discipline. Until the hours built a new identity. Today, the world calls him The Rock. His company? $7 Productions. Not a sob story, but a declaration. This is where it started, and this is how far it goes when you don't stop. 3 people, 3 wildly different paths, but they all made the same decision: to stop watching everyone else's life and start building their own. 2 hours at a time. No algorithm, no escape hatch, just effort. And the audacity to believe that consistency beats convenience every time. Maybe they didn't have more time. Maybe they just decided to protect a little bit of it from the scroll, the doubt, the noise. Meanwhile, your AI-generated playlist thinks you're sad. Your feed just wants you calm, comfortably distracted, like a customer in a waiting room. And your dopamine? Still humming Hit Me Baby One More Time. Except it's not Britney. It's your 8th short-form video in a row. And just when you think you're done, Toxic starts playing. Not the song, the habit. Scrolling, swiping, numbing. It doesn't kill you, it just softly erases you. But you're not lazy. You're overstimulated and tired of mistaking noise for purpose. The hours still come, even when no one's watching. The same 720, whether you scroll through them or sit with the silence. Some spend them chasing characters that level up. Others spend them becoming one. Not for the audience, for the arc. You think you'll start next week, after the stress, after the season ends, after one more scroll. But life moves quicker than we planned for. You blink and a decade is gone. And suddenly, you're asking a question you can't rewind. What if? And the hardest part? Not that it's too late, but that you knew and still waited. Most do, but a few, a quiet few, begin anyways. Just 2 hours. Not impressive, not dramatic, but real. And somehow, that's where everything starts. Great, you're still here. We've reached the end of the words and the beginning of the work. Watching this is a start, yet true change lives in the doing, not the viewing. So start with 1 hour, just one. Enough to begin, enough to prove you can. The second will come. And when you're ready to keep building, there's a doorway just below. Step through when it's time.